Welcome back! So today I'm going to be showing you a couple crafts that I have done throughout the year and just how we did them. I'll start by showing you how to make these. Let's get started. These lights did start out as bats from Dollarama. The bats were super simple to pull off, and here was my practice run. Pretty ratchet, but cute. So you're just gonna want to pull off all of the wings and ears because icicles do not have those. Yes. No. And now do it for the rest of them. To make the actual icicle, I am just using hot glue and the body bases that we just made. To start, I am putting it down on a glass table, therefore it is much easier to pull up. I'm going to make a tail to make it easier to make the icicle itself, like so. You definitely don't have to make it too thick, but thick enough that the next layer of glue will not just melt it away. Okay, peel it away, and then we're going to make the base a bit more structured, like so. And just like a real icicle, we are just literally making a bunch of water droplets, allowing each droplet to dry before adding another layer. And of course, being sporadic as possible. There is no rhyme or reason or pattern to any icicle, so don't allow yours to look too structured. And just keep adding droplets until you get your desired size. And I did wait to cover the head with the similar technique, but with smaller droplets. Until you have these. Attaching them is rather simple. The lights themselves do have a plastic coating on them, so feel free to get glue all over and shove it in there. I personally do not have the patience to sit there holding this thing, so I do put some hot glue on the top there just to hold it in place and to allow it to dry. The hot glue is safe for the light. It does not do anything, it doesn't melt it, so don't worry. And you can just go ahead and do it for the rest of the lights. I'm going to tell you, this is with any craft that I do, trust the process. This shit is messy, it's hot, it's melting. Do not get too attached to any raindrop or water droplet, just trust the process. And it is time consuming, so you really have to trust yourself, but the end result is so worth it. Yourself on the back, that took forever and probably got some burns from it. I know I did. Here is a couple of crafts that I have done over the year. Grab a cookie. Let's get to the next craft. For this next craft, I will be heading outside to get leaves from the ground. Enjoy the free feet features. Don't tell my mom. I went ahead and grabbed a pot from the kitchen to gather my leaves. Oh my god, the water was already freezing. Well, duh, you can kind of see that it's snowing. Grab your leaves, bitch. Fill up the pot. Fill pot with water. And let boil. Keep checking on it. I'm trying to make the water nice and dark. We're gonna use it later. And my goodness, does my place smell like fall. Drain the leaves. Rinse them just to cool them down. I let them dry out overnight. I definitely wish I didn't do that. They're more workable when they're wet, but here I am spreading them out to avoid molds. And in the meantime, I'm going to boil out some of the water because we are going to be painting with this later. So let it boil for 20 minutes, give or take. And I do recommend storing this in the fridge. Once the bacteria starts to grow, it does smell like throw up, so do not leave it outside the fridge. And here are some more crafts I've done over the year. I want these leaves on this canvas. Let's go. I had no plan, I just went right in. This is the leaf water that we made, and this is just leftover coffee. Slosh it on as you please. Using food coloring as a tint for some of the leaves, but also taking some of that and really watering it down to soak down the leaves. As I said earlier, they are much more workable when they are wet. I'm just using white glue to stick them all over the canvas randomly. Continuing on all 4 sides. I thought this transition would be really cool, but nope. Yeah, didn't get that. Using the leaf water, I am going to make old-looking paper. Just using a paintbrush to splotch it all over the paper. Again, through any craft process, trust the process and don't give a crap. Looks like tortilla. Pop it in the oven or toaster oven. Keep an eye on it. Here I'm seeing I'm not getting the exact look that I'm wanting, so I do add a little bit more. Do as you please until you get the desired look that you want. And then I'm just going to fill in the spaces. This is it dried overnight. I took the leaf stained paper and randomly wrote on it. And tore it up for random textures as well. Anything that fit the color scheme, whether it be scraps or something to make, I threw it on there. I personally love a good chunky, trashy art. And the middle was looking a little lonely, so I did figure I might as well title it. Continuing to utilize the scrap around me, of course. Here's my finished piece. To quote Skyrim, some may call this trash, me, I call them treasures, or something like that. I tend to try to utilize the things around me rather than spending an arm and a leg. Old candles, the leaves from my yard, things from my recycle bin, and cute little buttons. Also a dead bug. I had a lot of fun making it. It was completely stress-free, and it smelled good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys can make something as well and enjoy your time. Thanks for watching.